Park Hill, everyone thinks about the residential, but actually there's a lot of commercial space, and that started with Human and Uber that have taken space here, created some really interesting spaces. And then we've got a number of other creative companies, some really good Sheffield companies, Warp Films, Yumi, Can Studios as well. And so we're looking to welcome these companies here, and that is going to give a real buzz to this place and add a really exciting dimension. There's going to be probably about 200 people working here when all of the commercial space is fully occupied. There's some great potential restaurant and leisure spaces. Park Hill's always had 4 pubs. We want to get, one of the best pubs or restaurants back at Park Hill.
The space we have is a duplex space. All the apartments here at Park Hill, even the 1-bedroom ones, they're all on 2 levels. So our studio space is like that as well. And downstairs we have a desk formation where we can all look at each other, and we also have a great view out to the city and a nice friendly space. And then upstairs we have a more cosy meeting space and working space.
When we were looking to move, we didn't want a typical office. We wanted something, raw, and this, when we looked round here, it didn't have those suspended ceilings and carpet tiles and very officey. We wanted something raw so that we could develop it. And when we looked round here, the light was so amazing and the views were amazing, and it had a really good feel about it. It's an iconic building. It's awesome. The lighting's awesome. The transport links we have the train station just in front of us. We've got the interchange for the bus. We've got the M1 on the right over there. It's walking distance into the city. We can now get coffee, sandwiches. We can go to the bank. We can walk. Everything's walking distance. It's fantastic for transport links.
What I like about it, not only is it a unique part of the city that doesn't feel like anywhere else, but for me, there's no one else like it in the world, really. And it's a total gem that Sheffield has.
Our role for Urban Splash is sole agents on all of the commercial space at Park Hill, which is essentially the space behind us, stretching from there all the way up to the end of Flank C. Over the last 4 months, we have got 8 deals into legals, all local businesses, many of them within sort of the growing CDI sector of Sheffield, many of them based within a stone's throw of this building.
Obviously with our business, we are constantly meeting and working with architects nationwide. The building is synonymous with British architecture as well, so for us it was really a no-brainer.
I like Sheffield as a city to live in, and I think this address in particular is an iconic address, particularly for a town planning and economic development consultancy. So I'm hoping it will be the start of the next few years of growth for the business. Yeah,
I've met a couple of the companies that have been here for a period of time today. It was really, really nice to meet them and get their sort of view on how they've settled in and what they think to the working here and basing themselves here.
I think it's good that there's going to be a business community here and that we're not just moving in on our own. Some of the businesses are in similar environments, some of them aren't, and I think that's interesting and will make for an interesting dynamic.
Really the aspiration, building on our original vision 9 years or so, is to make sure this is a new quarter of Sheffield, so a real vibrant quarter that's got lots of different uses, different appeals, and now our attention has been turned to that, and again we hope to bring news of that in the future, but lots of exciting things and uses that will hopefully come to Park Hill with the future phases.